if you want to get a lot of work and stuff done, I highly recommend reading this book, Deep Work by Cal Newport. I did a whole series in it very early on my channel. I know there's a playlist of it. The videos are probably like really fucking bad, but as I was reading this book and as I was gaining insights, I was turning them into content. So not only can you learn from it, but it also helped me retain this shit better. And one of the best things I learned from it is something about a flow state and just no distractions, getting into it, and you go. And yeah, I'm just going to basically explain that to you very basically so you can do it yourself and you can get more work done in 2 hours than you usually get done in the whole entire week. Now, an example of a flow state is me right now. So a couple of days ago, I missed an upload and that filled me with a fit of rage because I got sick and I didn't have any backlog of videos, so I wasn't able to record, and then I missed an upload, and I am appalled by that. So now I'm making sure that doesn't happen again. This is my third video of today. I am going to do more, so I have a backlog, so I can have like a bit of a safety net in case I fuck up again. So that's what the flow state is. It's when I'm like locked in, and I'm dialed in here. I'm recording these videos. I'm working on this thing, and I'm not thinking about anything else. I'm not touching my phone. I'm not going on social media. I'm not randomly like reading a book in between, or fucking playing video games. I'm not talking to people. I'm not fucking eating food. I haven't had anything to eat today. I'm just focused on this one thing, and that's the flow state. You got to focus on something just for a few hours, and eventually your brain gets tired, but it's no distractions. If you like trying to write an essay or a dissertation or whatever the fuck it is that you're trying to do, you got to work on something big and it's going to take a while. Just remove all the distractions. Even if you're trying to read a book for whatever reason, maybe it's like for school or for your own enjoyment, get rid of the distractions. Fucking throw away your phone, get the social media going, and just focus on that one thing, one task alone for 2 hours, and you'll get more done than you could possibly believe, because it takes time to go in a flow state. But here's the rough thing about a flow state. It takes a while to get in, but it's broken like fucking ice. It's so easy to break. It fucking pisses you off at times. So I could be working on this thing. I've done 3 videos now. I can do 5 videos. Gonna keep pushing. But then let's say after the 5th video, I decide to, go and have something to eat. Or I decide, oh, I'm gonna go chat to my friend. Or I go on fucking Instagram and I scroll for just 2 minutes before I realize that it's actually been an hour or whatever. And then I try, okay, I'm gonna record video number 6 now. But it's not gonna fucking work because I broke the chain. I broke the state of flow. And it just feels like swimming upstream again. It's hard to get back in the flow state. The longer you're in the flow state, the more efficient you become. That's why when you're in school and your 3,000 word essay is due in like tomorrow, you dial the fuck in and you get like 2,000 words done in like the last 2 hours that you have, because you get in a flow state. And that's what this whole book is about. Deep work is you just dial the fuck in and you go and you get so much work done. And that's like the most powerful thing you have if you want to get lots of work done. That flow state, when your assessment task is due in one day and you just grind the whole entire thing out. That is the flow state. And you don't just have to use that for your fucking schoolwork. You can harness that power and you can use it for everything in your life. You can do it for everything and anything that you want. All you gotta do is just remove the distractions and lock in. It's literally as simple as that. The flow state thing, it doesn't have to be like all too complex and stuff. This book obviously explores other ways you can do it, more extreme ways, such as, renting a whole entire place just to focus on your work, or like moving over to a different place. That can be effective. It's extreme, but it's effective. It's like routine at this point that a plane flies over during one of these videos. Always like 5 minutes in or at the very beginning. that's really it. Just lock in and fucking go. Get rid of all the distractions. That is how you get into a flow state, and you can get so much work done. It's video is really just a principle and me rapping on about shit. But this book, if you want to, learn about flow state, get this book. It'll it's really damn good. So that's it for this one. If you have something that you should be doing, go and do that shit now, because you're trying to delay it with this video. That's a big thing about productivity as well. One last little point: you got to get started. You don't have to. You're thinking about deep work and this big task you have to get done, and it's like, oh, it's gonna take hours. I don't want to do that. No. You don't have to think about that. Just worry about getting started. This is something I read in the Atomic Habits book. Of course, I did, and just start. All you got to do is just begin, like that, and all of a sudden, you're in this giant state of fucking whimsical glory. And once you start, it's much easier to keep going. So just think about getting started. Don't think about the 2-hour flow state deep work session of trying to do this whole massive task. If you just focus on getting started and you don't have any distractions on you, it's so much easier to keep going, and you'll kind of laugh at how stupidly easy it is. And after like 2 hours have gone, you won't even notice 2 hours have gone, and you'll just look at how much you've done and you'll be proud of yourself. And then before you know it, 3 hours are gone. And that's the beauty of the flow state. So try harness that power that you used back in school to finish your fucking work. And if you want to learn more about it, read this book or check out that playlist I have from like a year and a half ago. And then subscribe to the channel, of course. Thank you for watching this video. If you want to learn more from me, top link in the description. Free community, doesn't cost anything. Check it out. Send me a message. Write a post. Don't join the community and do nothing. So I'll see you in there. Hey, I know you'll be in there.